In this problem, we're told a safety light is designed so that the times between flashes are normally distributed with a mean of 2.5 seconds and a standard deviation of 0.6 seconds. Part A says to find the probability that an individual time is greater than 3.5. So we need to know how many standard deviations is 3.5 away from the mean of 2.5. So we use our z-score formula. So a z-score for 3.5 would be 3.5 minus 2.5 divided by 0.6, which gives us approximately 1.67. And I rounded it to 2 decimal places because Appendix A has z-scores to 2 decimal places. So I go to Appendix A, which you see down here, and I find 1.7 in the left, and go over until I'm looking for 1.67. I'm sorry, so I find 1.6 on the left and go over until I find 0.07, and that would be 1.67. And my area is 0.9525. So I remember that the numbers I get out of this z-score table give me the area to the left of a z-score that I have read from the table, which in this case was 1.67. So the area here to the left, I don't know why all these boxes keep coming up, the area that I have in hash marks here is 0.9525. The question says, what is the probability that I would have a mean time greater than 3.5? So I really want the area that I have marked in red. So to get that, knowing that the area under the curve, the total area is 1, I just subtract 1 minus 0.9525, and I get that that probability is 0.0475. Now part B appears to ask the same thing. It says find the probability that the mean for 50 randomly selected times is greater than 3.5. The difference here is the 50 randomly selected times. And the reason that's different is because now we're talking about sample means. We're not talking about one individual mean. So what we learned in this section was that when we find a z-score, and we're dealing with sample means, we have to make the adjustment to divide the standard deviation they gave us, which is 0.6, divided by the square root of the sample size. So I'm going to take the score, the 3.5 minus 2.5, and divide it by my new standard deviation, which is 0.60 divided by the square root of 50. And you can put that in your calculator and avoid round-off errors by just typing in parentheses 3.5 minus 2.50, close your parentheses, and then do divided by, and put parentheses again, 0.60 divided by square root of 50, and close that with those parentheses. And then you can round this number to 2 places because Appendix A only has z-scores to 2 decimal places, so you might as well round that to 2 decimal places. That's all you can look up. So if you look in the z-table, it says for any z-score over 3.5 to use 0.999. So that's what I did. And again, that tells me that the area or the probability to the left is 0.999, and so to the right would be 1 minus that. So the answer for part B is 0.0001, and it tells you to round both of those answers to 4 decimal places.